Hello, and welcome to another edition of IndySoft's Tip Tuesday series. My name is Tyler Huter. I'm the Customer Success Manager here at IndySoft, and this week I'm going to be walking through some new password options that we have added to the system, and just a review of some of the existing ones, and the difference between a local installation and our cloud-hosted options. So first, we're going to start out with a local installation. So I've installed IndySoft directly on my computer, and once I'm in, I'm going to go to Profile Manager, and from there, I have the ability to set up new users, manage them, and set up password settings as well. Previous options that have existed in the software for a little while are the number of password entries to remember, required number of characters, and number of password attempts. And just when that password attempts is exceeded, the user is made inactive and a system admin would need to log in and reactivate that user. The new options that we have over here on the right are to require a numeric character, mixed casing, one symbol, or no consecutive characters. So pretty standard password options, and I'm going to go ahead and enable two of those. And so save that. Now I'm going to come over to my user, and if I were to attempt to change this manually, so if I were to attempt to just set this as password, it's going to give me an error and let me know which requirements have not been met. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cancel that. And now I'm going to require on the next login that the password be reset. And go ahead and save that. And I'm going to pause this while I log out and reload. Now as I'm attempting to log back in, I'm prompted with the password reset menu. And so if I attempt the word password, so we've got just password there, and if I attempt that, I get the same error. So now if I add one, we'll do that and confirm it, and now it's going to grant access, and I'll pause this again while it loads. Okay, so we're back into the system, and I'm reloading Profile Manager. And okay, so just wanted to reload this and bring this back up. So here it says we've got those two options selected, but also wanted to point out that this just says password settings, because now we're going to shift over to the cloud hosted option. And so I'll go ahead and close this and bring up our cloud hosted option. Okay, so now I'm logged into a cloud environment, and I want to go ahead and bring up Profile Manager. Okay, now once you're in the cloud, you'll see password and Keycloak settings. So when you open up this option, there's an additional setting in here for Keycloak settings for cloud only. This is important that if you are cloud hosted, to just leave these settings alone. This is part of our cloud setup, and you would need to not change any of these settings here, but you do have access to the password options up above. And again, we can make those same requirements, and you would see the same pop-up that would happen when you go to log in. And so we'll go to change a password here. Same alert letting us know that those requirements need to be met. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that when you are looking at these password and Keycloak settings, you see it says NA for cloud resets. So if you have enabled in your system through system-wide preferences the ability to allow a password reset via email, first you would have to email settings are in, and so that you can send an email, and you need to set them up here for password reset. And so you do have the option to use IndySoft FTP or SMTP, and you can also modify them here. This will allow, when a user is attempting to log in, an option to reset via email. If a user chooses that option, then through Profile Manager, the user will have to enter in an email address. The email address that they enter must match the email field here for the user. Once that's entered and set up correctly, then when the user the reset, and I'll go ahead and pause so I can reload that. Okay, so enabling that allows this pop up here, reset your password. And if you were to choose that, you would need to enter in the email address. That will then provide the user, if the email matches a user in the system, it will send a reset email directly to that user. If that is done, then the three requirements for a special character, a numeric character, and mixed casing are all enforced. And so all three would be required regardless of which settings were selected in Profile Manager. So just want to keep that in mind. Now, with these new options, you can be more protected, keep your users and your data safe. If you are interested in SSO, we do provide SSO as an option. That is an additional process. And if you're interested in that, please reach out to implementation@IndySoft.com or support@IndySoft.com, and we'll be able to assist you in that process. Thank you very much. Have a good day.